Good evening. My name is Will Little. I'm an author, self published author, motivational speaker. I'm going to drop a series of videos called Navigating Through Life on different topics. Now, tonight's topic we're going to discuss will be about purpose because I think purpose is a very, very important topic that a lot of us don't really think about or reflect or ponder over. And I'm just speaking of myself as a kid born in an environment where as though you're not taught what purpose is or what your purpose is. So you kind of get lost and caught up in society um, influences. Like myself, give a little history of myself. I know I was raised in a single parent home, four sisters, mom, grandmom, no father figure, anything like that. No one to guide the family or have that family structure like man, woman, children. So I was basically raising myself and I was influenced by the environment that I was around or that I was in. And growing up, I always thought about um, the purpose of living, especially after I experienced someone dying in my family. So I thought about, why do we have to live? Why were we created to live? Why must we die? Why people die at a young age? And some die at an old age. What is the purpose of being created anyway? These are things that were on my mind at the age of 8, 9, 10 years old because I was a thinker. I was quiet. So being quiet, I was never really distracted by the things around me because I was always thinking about different things. And that was one of the things I always thought about constantly and consistently over the years as I grew up 10, 12, 14, 15 years old. Now I'm getting caught up in the streets as a young guy. Yes, I committed crimes and violence and things of that nature. Didn't see myself living past the age of 20 or 21 years old because of the lifestyle I lived and not really thinking about life or death. I was just living day to day. Like most of us are living day to day. Most of us are put into a design system that kind of direct our way. Instead of us knowing our own way or creating our own path, the path is created for us by other people, designed for us by other people. So the importance of purpose, which I discovered mine in my 20s, 24, 25 years old, was after I've been through a series of trials and tribulations that almost lost my life and my freedom. So I got put in a place, prison, where I was able to just slow down this fast-paced world that I was living in and start to think and ponder and reflect on why was I created? Why was I saved? Why was I not shot or killed in all the serious situations that I was in? Like some of my friends were murdered, or they died from drug overdose, or died from choking, or died from a disease called AIDS. Why was I still living? There must be a purpose why I'm still here. Because I did some worse things than some of my friends who have passed away and gone, and I'm still here. I could be in jail for the rest of my life doing life, like some of my friends are who didn't murder anyone or kill anyone, but I am free. So I said to myself during the time of my incarceration and having my epiphany, I said, there is a purpose why I'm still here. And if you look at your life and you see that you've been through so much trauma, so many trials and tribulations, and you say, but I'm still here because you also have a purpose that you must discover. And when you look at, as I teach in class, I'm teaching in schools, I'm teaching in prisons, or I'm having a speaking engagement, I try to share with the audience that if you are here, you have a purpose for living. And if you don't find that purpose, you will cease to exist because you're not living out your purpose. So you off track. And when you look at creation, I always get a similitude. When you look at creation, and see that everything in creation serves a purpose. The sun, what? Ask you that question. What does the sun do? All right. It gives off heat. It gives life. It gives light to the universe. What does rain do? It gives life. It provides water for plants and vegetation so we can have food to eat. What does insects and bugs do? They eat off the carcasses that are from dead animals or people who die in the land, so diseases won't spread amongst us and we won't die from a disease. Um, Anything you name, just to think about it, anything you name in creation, the trees give off clean oxygen so we can breathe, and it clean out the air from the smog and all the other things that um, destroying the ozone layer. And what else that's going on? So when you look at purpose, you see that these things have a divine purpose. Even the insect and animal world have a divine purpose. But when you look at human beings, we also have a divine purpose, being a part of creation and having something that creation does not have. That is intellect, the ability to reason, rationale, think about your purpose. They're created with their purpose. They're created doing their purpose. But we are created to find our purpose and then live it out. So if you don't know what your purpose is or how to find it, just think about what you're really passionate about, what you really love doing that is a contribution to humanity. Not a selfish contribution, but a contribution to humanity. And you will find your purpose. You may ask yourself, what is that? What I like doing? Do I like caring for people? Do I like taking care of people? Do I like sharing knowledge? Do I like teaching? Do I like helping others? Am I good at these things? So when you find those purposes, you understand that this is my purpose for living. This is my reason for living. And once you find that, then you find yourself. You really start living once you find it. Because I wasn't living because I didn't have a purpose. I was on the road to self-destruction. It's not until I found my purpose I start living and enjoying life and enjoying my life and enjoying the things I love doing. I love going to schools talking to young people. I love going to halfway houses and prisons and talking to men and showing them how to transform their lives again. I love going in the community and society and helping people with their trials and tribulations and their traumas that they go through. Why? Because people who go through the most trauma are the ones who give the most contribution to life just by sharing their stories. Just by letting someone else know that you're not the only one who is going through that problem that you have and you can get through it. That is your purpose. Your purpose is to serve a purpose. And what purpose are you serving that is beneficial to humanity? That is beneficial to creation, to this life, to this earth? What purpose is that? If you haven't found that purpose or discovered that purpose yet, I suggest you wake up, think about it, find your purpose, and start living it before death takes you. Thank you for watching and listening on this segment of Navigating Through Life, Finding Your Purpose. I'm Will Little, and I'm out. I'll see you next time. Peace. Live in it.